Welcome, race fans. If you've tuned in early, we are currently waiting for the drivers' meeting to commence and for our broadcast booth to be invited into the PlayStation Party Chat. This is the kickoff broadcast for the Pedal to the Metal Series Season 3 schedule. These are the duels at Daytona. Please stay and by, and we will commence broadcasting here shortly. All right, race fans, it's the moment you've been waiting for. We are still waiting to get our party invites, or the race lobby invites from the admins, but we are going to go ahead and review what we're dealing with today. These are the duels at Daytona. This will be setting the starting grid for the Daytona race next week. That'll be next Thursday. And we have, courtesy of Daytona, the league, one of the league admins and race director, the Duel 1 starting order. You can currently see that on the screen. So these are relatively large fields. I'm sorry, in the booth with me tonight is 43. He is both an on-track associate for racing, but has also been helping us promote sim racing across several different leagues. 43, welcome to the booth.
Hi there. Thank you. Glad to be here. Looking forward to watching some exciting racing tonight. So yeah, let's get down to it. Let's go through the lineup here. See what we have in store for. We have duel number 1 coming up here, starting at 9 o'clock, which we should be going live here soon. Looks like we're getting some invites coming over, so we should be just about ready to start with some racing.
These are relatively full fields. It looks like almost 19 drivers per duel. I'll toggle to the duel number 2. That race is going to be starting at 9:30. The races do overlap to try and, these are 25% races that the winners will be setting the front row for the race next week, race 1 of their season 3. But the rest of the field's going to be set by time. So it's going to be fastest lap in those 2 duel sessions. So duel 2 is comprised of these drivers. We will be introducing you to the drivers pretty much in race by their car number and their racing handle. So we hope to be able to give you most or all of duel 1, and then 43 will jump over and start to give us some updates on Duel 2 as it launches, and then as soon as Duel 1 concludes, we will switch over, probably after a little bit of a delay, and start broadcasting Duel 2. Are we getting invites here? Because I'm not quite sure I'm seeing them on my...
Yep. I know I received a few.
Okay. Yep, I got one from Daytona, so let's go ahead and jump on over. So we appreciate everybody bearing with us. This is a new broadcast team, and we are still experimenting with some of our broadcast capabilities here in the broadcast booth. So we want to bring you the best racing action possible. We are thrilled that the NASCAR Heat 5 servers are still up and running. 43 will be dipping over into the race comms to get a sense of what the race directors are doing at different stages during the race, whether there's manual cautions or a stage end. It's hard to tell in the NASCAR Heat 5 when you're just in the observer role. So we're going to get ready to go to take a look at some racing action here. So let's go ahead and switch over. We are loading in now. Going to go ahead and make sure that we've got the game audio up. You still with me, 43?
Yep, I'm here.
Good deal. I'm still loading in. At some point in the broadcast, probably near the end, after we interview the winners of the two duels, we'll be putting the schedule up. This is a really robust schedule for their season 3. We might already, yep, it looks like we're already under green flag action. Is that your take, 43?
I'm still loading up, but that's what
okay.
It appears to be. Yep.
Yep, sorry we've missed the initial green flag. The 12-car Elder looks like he's off pace, so let me make sure that we can switch through. We will try and bounce over to race comms. This is, I imagine we're still holding for the beginning of the race. This doesn't seem like that would be even a caution. There we go. All right, looks like we're getting ready to go green flag racing here. We're on board with Elder in the 12 car. It does look like he has the pole. This was by the way people joined the lobby. We've got green flag action. The field is relatively grouped in the two lanes. So we got some dicing up front. 12 has definitely stepped out in front of both the rows. 17 is pulled down behind him. Riding along with Daytona here in the 4 car. See if we can't change our camera angle and get a better view of this pack. He's currently riding at about 10th. He is chosen the low line. We're going to get you familiar with all of these car numbers and driver handles as we move forward. Low line definitely has got the run here. High line looked like they weren't sorted out. And it looks like the top 6 cars are definitely breaking away. Let me see if I can't switch around to see. Oh, it looks like the whole field. Damn, 43. It looks like they're getting single file early here. This is faster. Yeah, this is a 25% race. That's going to be 50 laps. So it's not quite a sprint, but
there's still some fuel mileage, you have to take into consideration here. And guys are going to jump, get behind other drivers, try to save some fuel. That guy that's out in the lead right now, the 12 car, looks like Elder. Yeah, he's going to be burning up fuel quicker than the guys behind him that are, trying to draft. They're going to use this to their advantage right now.
We're on board with the 17, which is Speedy Racer. He is definitely familiar with the super speedways, the way he is glued to the 12's bumper and pushing them. Those two are out front with about a quarter car length. Oh, yeah, they got
a little bit of too much bumping coming out of that corner.
It looks like they're going 3 wide. Somebody's below the line there. It looks like the 16's gotten squeezed down below the line. Got to let him get back up there before the turn.
17's dropping. It's unfortunate. He was in a prime position. Not many people are making room for him to come back up in join back up into the bottom
No,
line
he
there?
has really gone. He's probably outside the top 15 at this point. We'll have to go back and look at a replay at some point. I don't know whether he just got shook off of the 12's bumper or got moved up. Let's see here. We're on board with the 2 car. Wi-Fi, who is currently running in 3rd, I believe. Oh, he's just got moved out of position from 4th. Got back in. We're on board with Warrior here. Looks like he's probably right. Let's see. He's bringing up the tail of the field. He's probably being patient back here. Again, this is a lot of single file racing with only a few cars shuffling the car in front of them out of position, other than the 17 falling way back. Oh, we have one car completely out of the draft, 43. Can you tell who that is?
Yep, looks like we have the 95 of Lavish Racing. He lost the draft. It's going to be a long race for him all the way back there. He's going to be hoping for a caution to catch back up to this field.
On board the 42 car, they do allow custom paint schemes here. We got the 42 car here, the Lone Ranger. Currently looks like he's within just outside the top 10. As we walk back up here, we've got the 66 with John Waterforce currently riding in 3rd. So this is the 66, which I believe is right behind the 16 and the 12. Let's see if we can't get on board the 16. It's out front. Sorry, there's no easy way.
Some aggressive pushing coming from behind John Waterforce there from 4th on 5th back. He was getting a big push from behind. But looks like we're all starting to settle down a little bit more here.
All right, we're on board with 16 All Day RJ. He is currently in 2nd place. The 66 of John Waterforce is...
What do you got? 9 car in the wall on the backstretch. 9 car in the wall on the backstretch. Let's see if that draws a caution or not.
Oh, looks like another car on the wall.
Let's see if they...
Usually the cautions will be raced back to the lines. Looks like the 38 is out of it. Looks like guys are letting up. So this is typically manual caution. Oh, guys, it's super speedways, and a lot of times we tell everybody on races that we've directed in the past, don't let up right after the line. Take care of your speed through 1 and 2 so you don't get the accordion effect that we just saw. The 32 car out front racing kind of got pushed up into the wall. I bet there's going to be some free damages given out, or free repairs given out.
Absolutely. I can tell you one driver that's really happy with that caution, and it's going to be that 95 car who fell out of the draft. He's going to now get caught back up here, put himself back into prime position to hopefully come up with a good finish here to the end.
Looking at the 9 car.
Heavy damage.
In reverse chase, yeah. Heavy damage to that right front end.
Yeah, he went straight into the wall coming out.
Oh, we've got some more accordion action going on.
Well, everybody's kind of excited. It's their first time back to racing, and everybody's just raring to go. Nobody likes to be under a caution period, just sitting here rolling around. They want to be racing.
They're excited that the NASCAR Heat servers are still live, and that these duels are being held to set the field for the start of Season 3 next week. As we look at the field, looks like Elder, the 12, followed by the 16. And I'm not sure if I can actually just cycle through. It's not letting me just cycle 16 with 66. So our top 3 drivers are the 12, 16, and 66. That is Elder, I think All Day RJ, and John Waterforce.
Yep. Oh, we got the 12 car. He jumped out.
Ooh.
10 car following. That's a gamble. You want to take as much fuel as you can here. I mean, especially if you're going to be running out front now at this point.
Some people might have gotten some damage too, just even with some of the heavy bump drafting and early on, but certainly some of those cars that got dinged up. So we're currently on board with the 16 car, looking at them pit. Looking out to the right from this camera view, you can see that it looks like only 2 cars stayed out. That would be the 12 car.
And it looks like the 16 is going to be out of pit road first. It looks like he just did a quick little gas and go.
All right, let's see who else we've got out there. Oops.
And it looks like we have the 2 cars going to... Whoop, nope, the 66 beats the 2 car off the line there. So we have John Waterforce lining up now in 4th place.
Got the 12 and the 10 and the 66 currently making up our top three. As you were calling those other ones, we can see them joining the track on the back of the backstretch there.
Looks like everybody's now getting lined up in a 2x2 position. Looks like we're going to be going back to green flag here right now.
Can you walk our listeners or viewers on how the a race director would be calling this right now, getting the field stacked back up?
Typically, you would have drivers basically, remaining quiet so every driver can pick their position to start the beginning of here after the caution period. Drivers will line up based off of either the low or the high line. You're going to be paying attention to make sure that all drivers are off the pit road, so it gives you the green light to go ahead and get back to going green flag. Looks like we're good to go there. There's nobody staying on pit road for an extended period of time. Plus, you have 2.5 miles to get around the track because it's such a large track. So we're going to be going green here.
Excellent. Looks like the field is stacked up. So if they're choosing lines, the 12 chose the outside line, right?
There. Yeah, that's what it appears to be. It's an interesting. Looks like he's lined up with another Ford on the higher line there, maybe a potential teammate.
Oh, the 12 and the 2. Yeah, it depends on how they. Yep. All right. This is the first qualifying race of the season, obviously the first of the two duels. We are also new with trying to get these car numbers and driver handles down, but we will try and call as many of them and sort through the field once they get back to green flag racing. 43, I'll let you take us to the green flag.
Right, here we're approaching the restart zone, and we are green flag. We have the 12 car making a quick jump off the line. We have the 10 car following suit. He's going to try to get up ahead of that 2 car. Let's see. Oh, 2 cars being hung out to dry there up on that high line. Putting John Waterforce in 3rd place, followed by the 10 car in 2nd place. Oh, that looks like the 12 car found a little bit of room. He's pushing in behind there, the 4 car.
12 car out front, 10 car in 2nd, 66 car in 3rd. We'll try and cycle through the field here. Currently on board with the 2 car, which is in 6th. Yep, good call.
Yep.
So that's Wi-Fi, which
like
is
3 separate packs building up here.
Oh yeah,
they're not staying nose to tail, all of them.
That's rare to see this early after a green flag. There must have been some bottleneck on the restarts. Oh, Daytona's getting sideways from a push from the 2 car. It's Daytona in the 4.
Looks like that 94 got shuffled out but he's settled back in behind this first pack here.
Looks like the first 2 packs. Yeah, the first 2 packs have kind of caught each other, right?
Yeah, it does. And actually, the 3rd pack looks like they're now starting to bear down on the first 2 packs, and they're going to basically all be lying nose to tail. 47 jumped out of line on the bottom there. Don't know what's going on. Looks like he's just
2 car.
Grab his.
I got you. I thought the 2 car was going to be trying to start a outside line. Nope. Somebody moving in the back. Nope. Everybody's still straight.
Everybody's kind of just,
Oh, the 2 car is out of line, spinning right after the start-finish line in the wall.
Big wreck right there in the tri-oval. Looks like looks like we have another car. Looks like.
Okay, we've got 2 cars spinning. Let's see if we can't get back to those cars.
Looks like the 51. It's looks like Warrior.
Oh, yep. We're seeing damage on. So they're going to be racing back to the line. There's Elder.
2 cars got some heavy front end damage.
Oh, and so does the 51
car. But they're racing heavy here in the front. Looks like we're now side by side. Ooh, bumping and banging. 4 car up into the wall.
Oh, they are racing for the yellow flag, racing back to the line.
Yes, sir. And it looks like we got the 12 followed by the 16 in 2nd place, followed by the 66 in 3rd.
All right, we're currently on board with the 66. Yeah, you could see the 16 definitely try and make a move. Obviously, track position is important. The leader starts these restarts when they go in the restart zone. So there is an advantage of being the leader. They were racing really hard for that number 1 spot as they took the caution. It looks like
absolutely.
Looks like
absolutely. Track position is going to be so important as we're getting to the to the end of this qualifying race here too, because It's hard to pass here. It really is hard to pass here.
Yeah, unless you have some help, right?
Oh, absolutely. It
And
takes a lot of help to get behind you too. So, and these guys are all racing for position. So it's going to be hard to get a teammate to come along with you, especially as we get to towards the end of this run here.
so I know that it's difficult to tell whether they've taken their repairs or not in the pits because sometimes the car doesn't reflect it. We're looking at some damage on the 42, obviously damage on the 51, damage it looks like on the right side, maybe back side of the 2 car. All right, we're going to just, as we're under caution here, and we'll see who pits or not, we'll just kind of cycle through some of the car numbers and drivers' names. We're currently looking at the 17, that's Speedy Racer. 16, All Day RJ. Got Dave O in the 47. Got Lavish Racing in the 95. Like you said, I'm sure he was glad that first caution came out. In the 73, we got Beer Stick Dan. Number 9, we've got Dirt Slinger. In the 10 car, we've got Sonic.
Yep, that's Sonic.
32 is Out Front Racing. Is everybody coming down pit road?
We got everybody coming down pit road, so everybody's now. We might be in the window of now going all the way to the end with the fuel. So
okay.
At this point now, we're probably gonna have everybody racing. It's gonna be probably racing really hard now to the very end of the finish here. It looks like 66 only took a quick gas and go. He's gonna be coming out. Ooh, 16 is gonna beat him off the line. So 16 and 66 followed by.
Yep, we're looking at them coming out.
$16 is in first, followed by the 66.
Yep, they're still down along the apron. 16, 66, 32, yep.
Yep.
And then the 12. So our leader has slid back to 4th after these pit stops. League admin and race director Daytona in the 4 car. Looks like he's slotted in 5th. Okay, I'll try and get back through some of the cars that I know I hadn't called yet. 51 is Warrior Pie. 2 is Weefy. Let's see here. Speedy Racer, All Day RJ, Davo, Lavish, Beer Stick Dan, Dirt Slinger, Sonic. Out front, Intimidators in our 38 car. And we got Caps Don. We're going to work on your handle there, Caps, in the 94 car. Lone Ranger in the 42. And that might be all we've got for... Yep, looks like that's the field for the first duel. I'm back up front with currently on board with John Waterforce. Looks like the 12 car took advantage of choosing, right? He was back in 4th. And it looks like... Really, 3 cars, really, the 16, 66, and 32 all chose low line, huh? All right, I'm going to let you take us to the green. Currently on board with the 66.
All right, so it looks like we're going to be coming out of here turn 4. Drivers are going to be holding the pace speed of, I believe it's 55 miles an hour here, maybe 60 if I'm not, probably 60 if I'm not mistaken. And we're going to be coming up to the restart zone. It's down there in the bottom left-hand corner. It's going to be the blue shaded area. Drivers are going to be pounding the gas as soon as they get into that zone. And here we go. We're going green flag.
Ooh, he waited till the very end, didn't he?
Yep. 66 jumps out front, and along with the 66 staying right on his tail. 32 is following suit right behind them, too. Looks like these guys are going to break away from the 12 car, your previous leader, leading up to that caution. Here we go into turn 1. Everybody's getting back into single file, a little bit of jostling. Everybody's just trying to get their cars settled on the low line, trying to protect their position coming out of turn 2 as we go into the backstretch.
Oh, it is. We're with the leader looking back at the field in the reverse chase cam, and yeah, it looked like a snake coming through there. Most of the battling looked like, we got some people looking outside at about 8th.
Looks 42 and the 95.
Looks like we got 4 cars potentially looking to start a high line.
It looks like the 42 and the 95, along with the 94, 95 and the 2 car. He's stepping outside both of them, breaking that momentum they were trying to get there. That's unfortunate. They're gonna, looks like that was the 95. Hard spin. Hard crash. It looks like the 2 car.
Let's see if we can't move back. We're going to be racing back to the line. If you can figure out who was involved, I'm going to stay on board with the leader.
Car.
We saw how hard they raced back to the line before, so I want to try and stay here with the leaders. Whoops.
Oh, it looks like the 12 is going to jump out. He's going to have not a lot of help. Looks like the 4 car is going to join him, though. But it's not going to be enough momentum coming out of turn 4 here, going into the tri-oval.
We're on board the 32. Some side drafting by the 4. Yeah, he was. Not enough.
But that extra spot's going to be key as we come to the end here. It's going to be really helpful.
Ooh.
A little bit of...
The 12 car skating down there on the apron.
Just trying to get slowed up. Trying to woe it up, buddy. That's what they're trying to do.
Ooh, 47 still trying to get himself straightened out. He must have heavy wheel damage. Dave-O, that blue and white Kroger car. He's got somebody that must have been around still trying to catch up. Typically, though, there's even another car further behind. I'm sure they're trying to stack the field so they can open up the pits. Looks like the 47 car of Dave-O has caught the field.
It's hard to say how many laps are left here. Let me see what I can find out.
Yeah, he's followed by the 95. Lavish Racing just caught the field. And then let's see who's behind Lavish. Oof, the 2 car is on the grass. Okay, it's going to be the 2 car. Looks like he's going to be trying to catch Lavish Racing to stack the field so they can open up the pits. Yeah, the 2 car has heavy wheel damage. Currently on board Elder as we're looking at the cars approaching pit road. What do you think?
Well, trying to determine how many laps we have left here. I know looking at Waterforce is on board. He's probably close to around 20 laps left, so all depends on how many laps we have left in the overall race. It's going to really determine.
Top 3,
they're
top
staying
4.
Out. Top 4 staying out, so they have enough fuel to come in to the end of the race.
Top 4 stayed out. I think 5 and 6 went in. 7th stayed out to take 5th. So that's great. Can you mention what you said you were watching one of the streams of the drivers?
So yeah, right now I'm on Twitch, watching John Waterforce stream. Just right the line. They just took 19 laps to go. So with 20 laps estimated fuel on Waterforce's in his tank, it's going to be very tight, depending on where he lines up. And he's going to probably try to settle in the back of 2nd, 3rd, really just playing with the throttle, saving as much fuel as possible. So I would imagine the same is the story for the other top 5 drivers that decided to stay out that didn't come into the pits. They probably have enough fuel to make it all the way to the end here. So everybody else is coming in. They're just taking care of damage that they may receive this last caution, making other adjustments that they may need to really jockey for position here at the final closing laps of this race to,
it looks like
first one to, win for this week.
Yep. It looks like the 12 car might have taken tires because he was one of the first cars down pit road to his pit stall, but was like 5th car coming out. A lot of cars got out in front of him. Some people might have just been trying to get some insurance gas in the tank.
Let's take a moment here just to welcome one of our newest sponsors to the series. It's going to be Camping World RV Centers. Camping World is like one of your one-stop destinations for all things RV. Whether you're looking for a brand new motorhome or pre-owned camper or everything in between, Camping World offers top quality RVs, expert service, and the best accessories to make your outdoor adventures unforgettable. With over 130 locations nationwide, they're out there to get you on the road to adventure. So here we go. We're going to be now going
preach,
back
brother. I'm a Camping World fan and a Good Sam member, so thank you for that.
That's right. You just bought a camper recently.
I did.
So yeah.
Frequent Camping World visitor. So yeah, let's get back to racing. We look forward to having them as a sponsor and be able to do some real promos during the race and give them shout outs throughout season 3.
Absolutely. So here we're going to go. We're lining up 2 by 2.
There's a car falling way back.
Ooh, yeah, he's way off the pace. That's looks like
that's
47 maybe?
Is that a disconnect?
Hard to see.
Okay, so the leaders are entering the... We'll see if the leaders jump here. It's going to be the 16 car.
Oh, we're green flag.
Yep, green flag.
We're green flag. 16 and 66 are pulling out. Right as last restart. They're getting a big lead off the rest of the pack. Big lead, 16 and 66.
Yeah, 32 was probably regretting not choosing that low line with them like you did last time.
Well, you're also going to regretting being the two guys out front and having these guys
Oh,
behind you
yeah.
build a momentum to try to come up on the top line and try to make a pass.
Using all that gas. We're currently on board in the stream with the 17 car, which is Speedy Racer. Looks like he's currently slotted in 6th. So you've got our top 5 that we're viewing in here in the chase cam. So it looks like Intimidator is in 5th. Out Front Racing in the 32 is in 4th. Daytona in the 4 car is in 3rd. We've got John Waterforce 66 in 2nd. And forgive me, is that All Day RJ out front in 16?
That I believe so.
Oh, I was right there. It is All Day RJ in the 16 out front. Like I said, it's going to take us a minute to get used to all these car numbers, paint schemes, and driver handles. So they are holding. He is holding that yellow line.
I'm in the process of making sure I get my invite for the dual number 2 race, so we can then go right back into that once this race is completed.
I'm sure these leaders are hoping for a long green flag run here. Like I said, we're currently on board right now with All Day RJ looking back at the field through one of the TV broadcast views. Oh, there's some side-by-side action, probably about in 10th. Field's shuffling a little bit. Doesn't look like anybody's organizing any threat to the front runners right now.
They're not really making any kind of attempt right now. Everybody's just kind of sitting back and waiting. They're probably going to wait for the last 4 laps to really try to make some moves here.
Yeah, what 43 was mentioning. Oh, somebody's got pushed below the line. Pushed below the line again. Has he saved it? Yep.
Everybody's giving him room, plenty of room.
3 wide, 2 wide, settling back down back there.
95 caught the wall. It's going to slow his momentum up. I'm not sure if that's going to be enough to, dictate a caution here. We'll find out as soon as they approach the line here.
All right. Leader just crossed the line. Looks like he's still in it.
Yep. Looks like we're good to go. We're still green flag.
Still green flag. What 43 was mentioning is he's going to bounce over to join the Duel 2 race lobby, so he can give us some updates on what's going on in that while we stay with the stream here in the Duel 1. And as soon as this is over, I will pause the stream and then jump over to the Duel 2 race lobby and hopefully be able to broadcast that all the way to the checkered flag. And then at post-race, we will have interviews with winners of both duels and talk to the admins about what they've got planned here for Season 3. You know what I noticed in going through this field is we don't have either of the Season 1 or Season 2 champions here. Chandler Lundeen and Jacob are respectively our Season 1 and Season 2 Pedal to the Metal champions. I have to pull it up in my notes here to see if they should both be in the Duel 2 race. So
I will check on that for you.
There's some good pushing here. I can see Daytona's kind of laying back with Out Front. I know that they've raced in a couple other series before, in addition to the Pedal to the Metal series. Oh, there's a high line starting to form. We've got 3 cars at about P5 on back.
Going up there behind. 42 is going to be jumping up there too. Let's see if anybody up ahead of them are they going to really put an effort to really build some momentum here? They got to really hold together and get a steady line put together. Oh.
On board Speedy Racer in P6, and there's a little it looks like it's falling apart.
Yeah.
It's always exciting when you see guys commit to that outside line and can start to make it work, because if you can get up to about 4th with that outside line, then with enough cars you can potentially use the side draft.
They're trying, but it looks like they can't. They're having a hard time keeping their cars steady. I mean, as the race goes on, you're running out of fuel. It makes the cars a little bit more lighter, and we're approaching 12 laps to go here at the line. 12 laps to go.
All right, good call. Yeah, lots of shuffling still back in 10th.
Ooh, looks like we had a little bit of a lag bump there off of the 10 and the 12. Hopefully that's just... Sometimes you have those happen here at these super speedways. You just have a little bit of a minute lag spike, and it just can really do devastating work on your momentum. That's what it looks like we had here with a lot of this second group now.
Oh yeah, they're definitely a second group
pack.
going. That looks like Daytona's taken that second group with 32. Out front racing, as I mentioned, they've raced another series before. It looked like he was laying back a little bit. They now have 4 cars to what? 3? Is it 4 cars in the low line?
Oh yep. That's their
4 cars on the outside. You know who's loving this? The 12 car. Elder's on his way back to the front. He's currently the 5th car in the low line. Oh, the 10 car had so much momentum, almost couldn't handle it. Gave a shot to the 17. 10 cars now. Daytona's out front. The 4 car has slid down in front of the 16. Left 32 and the 2 car out high and dry, literally.
It's a great move. That's a great move by Daytona. He just used that. I'm gonna go.
10 cars not holding the momentum. Oh, I can't see.
I'm gonna jump over to duel number.
Okay.
Number 2 number now. I'll send you an invite once I get in there.
Gotcha. Looks like we might actually have a game caution. I'm expecting this is a game caution because the way the cars are slowing down before the start-finish line rather than 1 and 2 when it would normally be a manual caution. Unfortunately, I know we've lost 43 and trying to get over to the other stream. So I believe we probably would have been with under 10 to go. So let's see what this is going to shake out. This is going to be a game caution, so we'll see these cars kind of just jostle around single file. I don't believe the 4 car moving out of the front spot indicates that he's lost his position. Then we will see a transition to black, and we will see the field regrouped to undergo a green flag. Yep, so here we go. So that's the transition, so that was a game caution. We're getting ready to go back, green flag racing. 43, is there any chance you can tell us what you're seeing on Waterforce's stream as far as number of laps?
I'm loading in right now to the dual race 2, and let's see, we have 7 laps to go right there at the line. 7 laps to go at the
7
line.
to go at the line.
We have duel number 2 had just started here. We have quick up to here once I get to the leader.
No problem. We got Daytona still leading here after that green flag start. He is followed by the 66. John Waterforce is pushing 16 car, got outside line and got kind of left.
Yeah, it looks like the 2 of them built up a big lead there. Currently right now in duel number 2 race, we have a Sale. He is leading in the 88 car, followed by the 3 car in second place.
So that's going to be their
dual 1 2.
That's right. That's going to be the first couple laps of their 50 lap race there. Oh, we got the 94 looking a little bit below the line. The 12 car is now back up in 3rd here, going back to the racing action on your screen and dual 1. So we know the 12 car got shuffled out, even got shuffled out during one of the pit stops. Probably came up from 10th or further on back during that 2 wide action with it got Daytona to the front. 2 cars way low, the 10 car and big wreck.
Ooh, looks like a big wreck behind those 2. Yeah.
You know, we talk about the big one. 1 car's flipping.
That's a game caution. That is a game caution that came out there.
That's when we're thankful that this is only sim racing when you see a car tumbling like that and catching air. So you said that was 7 to go. Most game cautions will burn 2 or 3 laps.
Yep, I'll once I see here when they come back to green, I'll let you know what the lap count will be. Currently in duel number 2 race, we have the Sale, the 88 lead, still leading the pack, followed by Gaming Legend in the 3 car and 11 following right behind. The same as the first race. These guys have settled into a single file line, and they're just waiting it out for the next, at this point, probably 45 laps, because every dual race is going to be 50 laps. Looks like we're going to be going back to green flag here on dual race number 1.
Yep, the transition just grabbed it. Looks like Daytona's still in the P1.
Yep, and followed by Waterforce in the 2nd place, Elder in 3rd.
We've got the field here. We're on board with Elder in 12. The low line gets a good start.
We are 2 laps to go here, so they have a green-white checker start there in dual race number 1. So
we're on board the leader.
Yeah.
Currently
12 cars made his way back up to the front after a rough race for him. I felt bad for him. He was leading for a good portion of this race, and he got shuffled out. But now he's put himself back in position in 2nd place, and he's really jockeying himself to take that top spot. as we come here to the
66
line,
has
will be
got some
one lap to
lag
go.
surge going on. It looks like he pulled out of line, possibly
Ooh.
because of how bad he was lagging, unless he
That's
got shoved down
unfortunate.
there.
If that's the case, he
Is
was
this
having
one to
a
go?
really good. That would be one to go at the line. One to go at the line.
So we're currently on board with the 4 car.
Yeah, he's taxiing around on the grass. Yeah, it's unfortunate for him. He was really in a good position there to really come at, bring that car home and good position.
Still a chance here, right?
Well, we definitely have a chance.
Oh, some more shuffling in the back. 12's not getting any help. They're racing right behind him. Oh, nope, that was it. Was that it? That was the race?
It looks like there was a caution at some point there. The race is now complete. 4 car, and Daytona is the winner of dual race number 1.
Well, congratulations, Daytona. That's going to secure your spot on the front row.
Elder in second all day. In third, Dave in the 47 car in fourth. Second goes to Weefy in 5th place. Excuse me, I said that incorrectly. The 42, the Lone Ranger falling up in 6th. Dirt Slinger in the 9 car coming in at 7th. Beer Stick Dan in the 73 car at 8th. Out front racing in 9th in the 32 car. And we have the 51 car Warrior Pie in 10th.
So the important thing for the admins, the race directors, are going to be to grab screenshots, because the rest of the field outside the front row was going to be set by fastest lap time, not by finishing position. So it's one of the reasons they're asking everybody to stick around. They're going to take screenshots, then they will post everybody's order based on fastest lap time. I'm going to go try and jump over 43. I'm going to bring up our, let's see here.
Absolutely. These guys are just settled in. They're running a very calm race right now. Very calm. Everybody's really just settling into a single file position. Not a lot of movement. But as we wear the laps down here, we're going to see a little bit more of jostling and trying to jump around, trying to improve their position, and just, they're going to try to see who they can work with, too.
Oh,
Who's
this
going
is
to work with them.
17 car field. Yep. Okay. Let's see. Looks like they're on lap 8 of 50, and we're just getting ready to join in on our stream.
You can see a light little bit of lag twitch off of the, looks like the 37 car. I'm not sure if it's just maybe my connection or what they're seeing out in the track. When you're out there and you see that little bit of just jumping, just a tiny bit of jumping around, it really can put a worry in you that you're going to see some kind of, detrimental situation with lag coming from a competitor in front of you.
All right, we've made the transition. We do have our live stream going for Duel 2. We are on board the 3 car, as 43 called it, currently riding in second place with Gaming Legend. Looks like there's some action about 6 cars back, right?
Yeah, they've been pretty much settled in. They're just some guys are jumping up, seeing if they can get somebody to come with them, but nobody's taking the bait right now. It's way too early in the race. And at the same time, you want to be stuck behind your fellow competitor as much as possible, just to be trying to save as much fuel, because you don't know, compared to the last race, this race might go all the way green to the very end, and you're going to be every ounce of fuel you possibly can get. Ooh, looks like we have a car up in the wall there coming out of the corner.
Just panned out, and then we got one car that's completely out of the draft in the back there, just now coming out of the turn onto the backstretch.
Yeah, it's a 00 K7 Dalton. He's way off of pace, and like last race, he's gonna be wished, and a caution does come out.
88, our leader just got shuffled out. High line. I was in reverse chase, so looks like he's falling back. Currently on board 37 Gigantic Brick with the 11 in front of him, and the 3 car is now our leader.
And aside from that 00 car, we have 2 other cars that are way off the pace compared to him. They're farther back than the 00 car. You have the 24 car of Typhoid's Fever, along with the 8 car. I believe the 8 car is, bear with me, I'm sorry. We're still trying to learn a few of these guys' names. BRM Pipe Welder 91 is in the 8 car. Looks like he's probably right now currently in last place with Typhoid's Fever and 24 right in front. They're drafting together. They're just trying to maintain as much semblance of speed along with the main pack, but they're gonna have a hard time trying to catch up with this if there's no caution that comes out anytime soon.
We're currently on board with the 11 car, Frankie Mania, in second. He's doing an excellent job of pushing the 3 and falling back and getting pushed by. You got a little bit of a. You got just outside the quarter of the 3 car, which is. I'm sorry. So
Gaming Legend is
Gaming
Legend.
Yep. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Sale got shuffled back. He's the 88 car. He is way back in the field now. Second car. No, he is the last car in the lead draft. 3 car just got shuffled out.
Ooh, we have a big wreck there with the monster car. It looks like he took a big hit into that outside retaining wall in the back stretch. Let's see if that's going to...
Well, we currently see the 3 car got shuffled out. The 11 car is in the lead, and it looks like the 37's content just to push the 11 car, stay in line. 11 car just crossed the finish line. Let's see if they're going to let out. Listening.
Looks like we're staying green flag. I mean, it's. I haven't heard anything off.
Nope.
Nope, they're staying green. So that driver did not. He opted not to call a caution.
So on board with Gigantic Brick in the 37. Just cycling through the field now. 96 is Jomu. Looks like he might be at the tail end of the lead draft now.
Oh. It looks like it may have been the fact that there was the 1 car, the monster car. It looks like he's on pit road right now. I'm not sure if he drove it in there or maybe he lagged out, and that was a matter of when we caught that from happening.
Yep.
Nope, he's moving.
He's pulling out. Yep, I can see him.
He is moving. Yep. So he's gonna go a lap down here. Unfortunately, that's unfortunate for him. He's gonna be. It's gonna be a long race to get caught back up there if there is no caution to give him an opportunity to get the lucky dog.
Currently on board 19 D'Artagnan in this Toyota Camry. Currently in 4th. So Dart is. That's a caution.
Oh, that's a game caution.
That's a game caution. We've played this game enough and watched it enough times that we can tell. So this jostling isn't resulting in any damage to these cars. This is the game. Grab the caution. It's just trying to resort people. The 11 car was still out front, followed by the 37, followed by the 3 and the 19 for our top 4. Double 0 is K7 Dalton. Number 48, we got Zach. Yep, we're familiar with Zach from racing another series. Boss of the Sauce in the 5 car. 24 car is Fever. What you got, 43?
Nope, I was looking to see if I can pull up another live stream for somebody else here, so that way then we have a little bit more of visibility.
All right, they're just transitioned back to the game green flag. Let's see who we're on board with here. On board the 3 car and Gaming Legend, currently sitting in P5. Looks like the 8 car got a big advantage. Well, actually, it's like 2 cars stayed out. We've got the 37, the 11, and the 3.
Yep. 96 is Jomu. He's currently right now in the top spot. He's going to be pulling along the 37 car with him on the low line with Gaming Legend close on their bumper. He's going to be trying to get back up to that front top spot again.
That high line's got to work together. The 8th, 11, and the 19.
It's going to be good to see if they can actually build this momentum and make something happen here.
It looks like Pipe Welder might just be being patient to be able to carve down. Nobody's making room for him.
Not enough enough momentum. Oop, 37 car is going to get shuffled out of the second spot.
Yep, we're watching from about P10 on back. We see he's a lone man out there. Nobody's...
20.
More shuffling.
Okay. Looks like we're going to... Everybody's just...
20 car got shuffled out. Looks like the 1, the 20, and the 8 all might just decide to stay out and work together. God, you just got to be so precise in that outside line because any side-to-side lateral movement just kills the draft. Some more shuffling out up at the front.
Yeah, if you're moving all around, you're going to be scrubbing speed. Unfortunately, you're not going to get anything moving along on that outside line. It takes a steady hand and a steady... Ooh, we got some competitor. I looked at the 5 car and the 11 car. They went low into the grass. Oh, there's a lot of movement in that back.
Looks like they're all still going in the right direction and all back up in the groove. We're currently on board the 6 car. This is Sprint Car 27 in the 6 car. He's might be getting a fender. Nope, looked like he was looking under 48.
You can tell everybody's just getting really impatient. They want to get up higher where they're at right now. It's the beast of where it is when it comes to these super speedway races. You get down and you're stuck there and you can't make any movement and there's nobody moving around you. It's like driving in on a freeway in bumper to bumper traffic.
Oh, Zach and the 3 were drafting so well together, and the 3 looks like he got stuck to the 96's bumper, and with that motion, 96 went high, 48's going low. Zach is taking the field to the checker flag. Everybody's still going straight.
Looks like we're okay. It looks like everybody kind of.
It looks like it's going to be Zach and Joe Moo taking it to the line right here.
Ooh, looks like who got bumped. Oh, why would you come back up there? Oh, looks like we got a big wreck in the back of the field. Yeah, big wreck. It's probably gonna draw a game caution, I imagine. Nope. Yep, they're slowing down.
They're slowing on the backstretch. Yep. So I do think that Zach is going to be our leader. Let's see if we can't cycle up.
They got to really settle down back there. They're not going to get anywhere up close to the front if they don't just settle down, try to build up some momentum, working together, keeping a steady car. I want to see somebody really get that high line going tonight.
Yeah, so it looks like it's going to be Zach, Joe Moo. Our top 2 cars. We'll see what they do. This is about the time where people, if they hadn't pitted before, are going to want to pit. Gaming Legend is currently in 3rd.
Yeah, I believe it's actually our first
fourth.
caution of this. No, it's our second caution. I apologize. That's right. We did have one a couple laps ago before this.
Oh, you know what? Some cars pitted, some cars didn't. We currently have Gaming Legend.
Yeah. Let's see. Here we go. We're going to be going green flag. And it's going to be a tight contest between the first and second cars. But it looks like the 48's going to build up a little momentum with that one car behind him, pushing hard on him to get him up front there and try to get some. Oh, they're staying side by side coming out of turn 1 into turn 2. Ooh,
I don't know if we have any controller racers in here, but that's one of the things that these super speedways are a little bit more difficult with the
on the restarts for sure.
Yeah. With the controller. But yeah, the 48, Zach obviously stayed out. 2 or 3 of the cars are right behind him. Looks like they pitted.
Looks like somebody's.
Gaming Legend just got
punted in the wall by the 37. It looked like. Yeah, I don't know, that might be the wrong word to use. But
it's hard to tell when we're looking back from the leader at the field just how much side-to-side action was there and who moved what. But it definitely looked like he was hard into the wall.
One car off the pace, a 5-car boss of the sauce. Unfortunately, he's way off pace. He looks like he was one of the guys who were involved in that first little fray there between everybody.
We've got one pack that looks like it goes back to 6th, and then it's just everybody's kind of strung out. The one car is getting a little bit of a draft, and he's got a partner. Okay, we've got 2 cars down low, 2 cars outside, and a gap back to the 4th place car.
Oh, he got left behind.
He bailed, yep.
Yeah.
One car found enough room to go from 3rd to drop into 4th.
Joe Moo's now in 3rd place, followed by the 1 car behind him.
Yep. Assail in the 88 is back in 2nd. We know he was leading a lot of the early opening laps. He is definitely making Zach think about that double yellow line. Who we got pulling out inside?
Looked like the Joe Moo in the 96. He jumped up high.
Yeah, well, the one's not going to pay him any favors since he got left out the last time he tried that.
That's true. Ooh,
24 car.
Yep, 24 car in the
scrub the
slight
wall.
Contact in the wall. Yeah, he's going to settle back in behind there. He might lose the draft. He lost.
And 20 car back in the 20 car this time. It was 24 now 20.
Yeah, I think we have an issue with some kind of like light lag spikes, and I don't know which car it is, but if you get behind one and somebody has like these little tiny minuscule lag spikes, it's going to cause a car behind. If it's hit the wrong time, it's going to jump you up off the track, and I think that's what we have going on.
3 wide racing. That looked like that might have been racing to the line for a caution, for manual caution. Yep, they're all letting up.
Yep,
the way they all shot around, it looked like everybody behind the 48 were trying to pick up a spot or 2. Pretty sure it's going to stay Assail and Joe Moo, followed by, if that's the 6 car, the 6 car sprint car will be our top 4.
Ooh, looks like we have somebody. They're having a hard time keeping their car steady there on that.
This is manual caution, right?
That's a manual caution. So that was not the game. That was a driver getting a little. I don't know if he was scrubbing the tires off and just had a moment where he lost control in front of a big pack of cars. So That's going to cause some unfortunate damage for some people that weren't planning on going into the pits maybe at this point, but they're going to probably need to do it now because unfortunately, as you know, damage here on the super
Oh yeah.
speedways, you can't get anywhere with it. So anybody that has damage, they're going to be coming in to definitely go in and get this fixed.
And the race directors are looking to stack the field right now so they can open up the pits and hopefully minimize the number of laps that they run under caution. Having done this previously in other leagues, can tell you that the manual cautions, it takes a lot of coordination and listening up for the race directors to cycle through the caution process. But if it saves you 1 or 2 laps for every caution, that was a game caution.
Wow, that was
That was crazy. It grabbed it. Yeah, it grabbed it. Must have right around the start-finish line. So, anyway, manual cautions can save you 1 or 2 green flag laps per race or per caution, and that can add up during a race. So we're currently back green flag 43. You want to take us down the order at the front?
Yep, I'm getting up there. We have the 96 in second place. I'm trying. Okay, so we have the 00 K7 Dalton. He's leading us right now, going into turn 1. And we're going to be coming out turn 2, followed by Jomu in second in the 96 car. Looks like Zach's trying to build. Oh, 11 came up and got into Zach, trying to build some momentum on the outside line, unfortunately. That's what we were hoping to see. And looks like 96, Jomu's going to jump out there hoping for somebody, but unfortunately, it looks like everybody that was out there is falling behind and falling back, so he's going to be left high and dry.
Yep. We're currently on board the 11, Frankie Mania, with 88 a sail behind him. And you said the 00 is?
K7 Dalton. He's currently leading.
So we got Dalton out front, followed by Frankie
Mania. He's come a long way.
Yeah, he has.
He was early. He was back farther before than
he
this.
He took advantage of that. Yeah, he took advantage of that game caution and jumped to the front of the field. So it looks like the 3 car, that's Gaming Legend, yes?
That's correct, yep.
All right, well, 11 car's making a move. He's got 88 with him. They have just slingshotted around. The 3-car Gaming Legend is going to try and get Dalton.
They might have enough. Unfortunately, 11's going to have to leave the 88 high.
What a power move.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was
almost love to see that.
Yeah, that was almost if they were teammates on the same radio to be able to make that move at the same time and retain all of that momentum. Jomu's still falling back, it looks like.
Yeah, that move was perfectly timed. It was in a position that typically you don't make that move. A lot of these moves you're going to make coming out turn 2, going into that backstretch and use the momentum. But, looks like the 24 car is in the wall again, unfortunately. Oh, he's been having a bad day. I don't know if it's going on something lag right there, but that's the second time I've seen him jump out of line like that in a violent manner.
I know I recognize a lot of these names, both from past seasons of Pedal to the Metal, but also just in the NASCAR Heat 5 sim racing community. But for some of these drivers, they are new to Pedal to the Metal and possibly new to this type of league racing with manual cautions. So some of these drivers haven't been around each other, and probably there's no place that's more obvious than at a super speedway or maybe a short track like Bristol or Martinsville. You want to be able to race around and trust your other drivers. So what we might be seeing is people trying to, introduce themselves to each other, and what you want to do is be a consistent driver so people are comfortable running around you. But you'll figure out who's got wheels and who's on controllers too. Again, that makes a big difference here at super speedways because any side-to-side motion scrubs the speed. And looks like the 3 car is going to take advantage. He saw 2 cars forming up on the outside. He's thinking about it.
Yeah, he jumped back in. That's not a really good spot to do it. Yeah, he's back down in the 3rd spot. You're going to have to really time those moves coming out of a corner versus going into a corner. And he saw the guys behind him, but they weren't going to speed to get up to him, unfortunately, at that point. So we're going to see, it looks like the 11 Frankie Mania still leading with K7 Dalton in 2nd place, followed by Gaming Legend in 3rd.
We're currently on board the 9th place car, the 37 Gigantic Brick. I think we're just going to start calling him Brick.
That'd be best bet, yeah.
Yep. And he's currently behind the, let's see, that is the 14 car, which I wish that's Jacob. So this is one of our past champions, Jacob in the 14 car.
Absolutely, yep.
He was our Season 2 champion, the one that concluded just earlier in December. And the night Jomu's around.
Looks like Jomu in the 96 is around there. Oh,
back up the track and into the wall.
He's still spinning, yeah.
Oh, another car. That's going to be a game caution. Wow, this is crazy. They I'm on board the 14 car, and the game caution just took him down through the infield. Looks like he's
I
trying
wonder
to
if it's. I
pick up
wonder
a
if it is a
drink.
game caution. I wonder if it is a game caution, or maybe it's just everybody was kind of wound up, and unfortunately wound up at the wrong time and caused a little bit of. Yeah, based on his movement there, I'm kind of curious. I don't know. It might be a game caution.
I
right
think
now.
the way it grabbed them nowhere near the start-finish line, I'm gonna.
Yeah, I think the way he's. Yeah, the way we're under a game caution right now.
And as you can tell, if you're not familiar with NASCAR Heat 5, there are limitations in this spectator view. We don't get a chance to see the lap count for the drivers. Fortunately, 43 has some race streams that he's been able to access, at least for Duel 1. But we also can't tell when cautions come out, so we do our best to make sure that you, a race fan, our viewer, knows what's going on track. While this is a game caution, can you pop over to the race comms and maybe see how many they've got left here for the Duel 2?
Yep, I'm going to try to do that. Give me 1 second.
Pedal to the Metal uses a Discord server and Discord voice comms for their race comms. It allows us to exceed the PlayStation party chat limit of 16, and it's why they've been able to exceed their field size, not limit them to 16. So if everything holds true with the number of drivers they have here for Duel 1 and Duel 2, we could be looking for a field size exceeding 30 for their Daytona race next Thursday night. So we hope to be back broadcasting that race. As much as I kept saying that was a game caution, we are now watching the cars go down pit road, which we wouldn't be doing if it was a game caution. So that was a manual caution, and once the cars are on pit road, the game does take over. So this carnage that you're currently seeing is no driver's fault. It can be a little harrowing when you see your car getting slammed around like that, but I can assure you no cars are actually taking in-game damage right now. All right, we see the cars heading off of pits. It looks like the 3 car is going to be first off of the pits, followed by the 00 and maybe the 10. Currently on board Jacob in the 14, and it looks like he is still back like in 7th or 8th spot. What you got, 43? 43, you good?
It's Daytona.
Hey, buddy.
Lap count, they're coming lap 35.
35 to go, or 35 into, so that'd be 15 to go.
There are 14 laps to go here in Duel number 2. 14 laps to go in Duel number 2.
Around lap 30.
Great. Welcome to the booth, Daytona. Daytona is the winner of our Duel 1. He is also one of the league admins and race directors for the Pedal to the Metal series. You going to stay in the booth with us as we call this one?
Yes, sir.
All right. So I initially thought that the 3 got out front, but it looks like the 6 car.
Let's take a look here.
Looks like it's going to be the 6, the 11, and the 3. And this is a manual caution because we know we saw the cars go down pit roads. As crazy as the way they stopped and we're all over the place, they are starting to choose their lines now, I assume. And that should be another lap down, so that should be 13 to go. Hopefully we'll be going green with 12 laps to go in Duel 2. Hey, Daytona, can you shed some light? Did Chandler make either one of the duels tonight?
Unfortunately not. Work schedule got in the way.
Gotcha. Is he going to grab a provisional for next week's race? Be able to slot in the backfield?
I can discuss with him and see if he can. I'm not entirely sure.
Okay, that's great. We're talking about the Season 1 and Season 2 champions that we see. Jacob in the 14 car was making some moves there right before that caution came out.
Yeah, Jacob is a dominant driver.
Absolutely.
Any and everywhere he goes, he's
a force to be reckoned with. Anytime you see him out on the track, for sure, that he's going to be more than likely out front when you see Jacob going to be in your lobby.
All right, so we got Sprint car on the inside, front row, Frankie Mania, and the 11 car on the outside. We've got Gaming Legend in the 3 slotted in behind Sprint car on the low line, and we've got
a sail on the outside behind the 11 car.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to see if we can't move up to the front row here and look back on the field as they come to the line.
So the drivers are now under pace. They're going to be coming into turn 3, going to be going around 60 miles an hour, holding pace. I think they're going to be making their way up into the restart
We do
zone.
have one car
We
that
have
looks like they're out of the race. That's Boss of the Sauce. The 5 car is still on pit road.
Oh, it's unfortunate. He was having a strong day.
All right, we're currently on board with our leader. As we go green flag racing, we're going to turn up the volume, hear the sounds of the race, and then we'll let 43 bring us to the start-finish line and give us what the lap count is when we roll around. I expect it's going to be, 12 to go?
12 or 13 to go. Yeah, it should be 12 to go. All right, so sprint car 27, he's moving up into the restart zone, and let's see, we are going green flag. He is gonna make a nice pull out front here. Oh, he's leaving a lot of space in between him and the 3 car. Ooh, 11 cars. Looks like he was gonna try to jump in there, but unfortunately the door closed on him really quick. Leaders are now heading into turn 1. 11 Frankie Mania's out on the outside. He has no help behind him other than it looks like it's the 88 Sale. They're unfortunately both going to drop down, losing any help that they were going to try to have there to try to build some momentum on the outside line. 6 car now, leader heads into the backstretch.
Yep, we're currently on board with the 88 car Sale. He has definitely fallen back, slotted in 6th place here.
Well, with 12 laps to go, we still have plenty of time to try to build some momentum up again and try to make your way back up front. Or you might have some kind of key time caution that comes out that's going to put you in a position to really use a restart to your advantage and make your way back up front as well.
He's working with the 14, looking to maybe try and get some momentum here, and he's got 37 right behind him, Brick.
5 car looks like he tried to jump out, hoping somebody would follow suit, but nobody was taking that bait yet. Nobody's going to jump out there yet. We have plenty of laps left to try to make your way up front.
Tony, do you have a stream that you're accessing to be able to give us a lap count?
Lap count. Lap count.
Just watching them to come up to the line.
50.
They're at 50, so yeah, we're at 12 laps to go then. It might be a little behind what they currently were at, though, too, based on the...
Yep. Some beating and banging. It looks like the 00 got pushed to the outside, and the 48, Zach, is making a move on the inside.
Yep, 6 car leader, still 3 car in hot pursuit right behind him. Oh, he's jumping outside. I don't know. Oh, he's going to get back. He's trying to break the draft there, but I don't think that's a smart move. He's just going to basically bring the cars closer to him.
He's got 3 Gaming Legend and 48, Zach. Right behind him, followed by Jacob in the 14 car. And a Sale in the 88 car.
Yep, Frankie Mania looks like he's in 6th place right now. He was up there front earlier, but he got shuffled out right in that restart.
Yeah, just as a recap, laps led and finishing position other than P1 isn't going to matter for any type of points. This is all about setting the field for the Season 3 Race 1 next week at Daytona. So the winner of the duels, Duel 1 and Duel 2, will occupy the front row, and the rest of the field is going to be set by fastest lap times. It's going to be real important for the race directors and admins to get those screenshots of the finishing order in the race lobby so that they can log all those lap times and set the field. Still on board, currently in P5 with the 88 car. It just seems like a sweet spot to run to be able to flip between the cameras and see what's going on behind. Oh, 00, Jomu got underneath him.
Oh,
11, Frankie Mania's with him.
There.
Yep.
Well, I was going to say about that sweet spot. 5th place is a really good sweet spot to be even when you're racing, because you're going to put yourself in a prime position to be in a point where you can use a driver in front of you who's going to be jumping out front, or watch for people behind you to be the guy that's going to be the one that's going to lead that top pack all the way to the front. Right now, we still have a 6 car leading out front. He's going to be coming into the backstretch with the 3 car.
10 to go.
10 to go right there at the line. 3 car in hot pursuit of the 6 car going down the backstretch as we enter into turn 3.
I'll tell you what, the P4 and P5, 48 and 14, I know they've raced a lot of laps together. That's Zach and Jacob.
Oh, absolutely. They have a history together, and they're going to be using that history to make their way back to the front, and they're going to put themselves in position to really be the ones that's going to win dual race number 2 tonight.
Yeah, at this point, unless something really starts to form on the outside line, I'm going to say your winner's going to come in the top 5 here.
Absolutely. Like I said, the top 5, the 5th position is going to be your prime spot. You're really going to use that to your advantage.
I'm going to go out on a limb right here, and I'm going to say P6, the Sale, is going to come out with this one.
All right. Well, we will see. We're gonna use that. Daytona is gonna be putting a point spread or a money line on a sale to be the
He's
one
had
to
a
win
fast car.
tonight.
He's been out front multiple times tonight.
Hey, he was the leader when the
Yep.
race first started tonight. So yeah, absolutely, he's in a position. He's gonna. But it looks like everybody's really holding steady right now. It's one. They're really
Currently on board with the
we got some
3-car Gaming
jostling.
Legend just to see how much he's pushing the 6 and how much he's looking in his mirror. A 48 car keeps getting a good run. I think the 48 car is making sure the 3-car can't back up any. When you're in that position, you don't want to let a car in front of you back up to you because then that puts them in the driver's seat to be able to use the draft. So it looks like the 48's keeping the 3 kind of locked into that P2 spot.
And they're really pushing it. I don't know.
14's falling back a little bit.
Ooh,
What is the 6 doing? Oh, he
I don't
is.
know. Oh, okay. He's still okay. Oh.
Yeah, he is working the draft. Sprint car knows what he's doing.
Looks like we have somebody jumping out of line in the back. That looks like the 00.
I'm hearing the
looks like
car's off pace.
Looks like we're under a game caution, actually.
That might have been what they were racing towards. So, unfortunately, we can only see 4, 8, 10 cars here. So there must have been something. Let's see if we can't cycle through.
Yeah, let's.
They must have been racing to the line.
Speed.
Okay,
Yep,
here they go.
Caution's out. Caution is out.
All right, so this is a manual caution. We're 88, 11, 37.
24 is coming down the tri-oval. Looks
Okay.
like may have been involving him. He had a lot of front end damage.
Okay, we're on board with Fever in the 24 car, and he is trying to catch the field right now. One
I'm
car
not sure
also.
if this is a game caution or it looks like a game caution, but
No, it's not a game caution.
really. Okay, so we have some guys banging and beating there in the. It looks like the 6 and 7 spot, trying to get the cars settled in this caution period right here.
Daytona, you were in the dual 1. Can you tell us, was there any server lag? Were you seeing any?
Throughout the entire race, no.
Okay.
But once we hit,
Try and get up to the front here.
there's 2 laps to go. John
Yep.
Waterforce.
We saw it.
Yeah, that's what we
nowhere.
figured.
Yeah, that got bad.
Oh, the
That's
6 was
unfortunate, too.
pulling a fake going into the pits. He had the 3 down there with him. Did anybody go? 48,
Not really.
14,
The
and
6 and 3 and 48 and 14 are all
Those
staying up
six.
front.
Okay.
Yep. Nobody took that bait.
So that's what, 7 to go?
Yeah, no, 6.
Okay. So the cars will pit. They'll take another lap around and get formed up. So hopefully we'll be going green with 4 to go.
4 or 5 to go. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I think next time.
I'll be going green with 5 laps to go.
Okay. We will be able to tell that once they start choosing. We know then that.
Top 5 consist of Sprint Car 27 and P1, P2 Gaming Legend, P3
They're choosing now.
Zach.
Yep.
Oh, Jacob took the top line.
Yep.
P3
Jacob and
Zach.
Assail were 4th and 5th, and top 3 cars chose the low line. So 4th and 5th have chosen the high line, and they've now each moved up 2 spots. Technically 3 spots for Jacob, right? He's gone from P4 to P2.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, he's.
I'm sorry, that's
He's
2
put himself-
spots.
He's put himself in position here. We'll come to the closing laps of this race. All right, looks like everybody's lining up 2 by 2. We got some.
Okay, we're going to ride aboard the leader in the 6-car sprint car here. Looking back at the field.
Yep, looks like all drivers are now locked in here.
Okay.
This final.
You guys were right.
This final restart.
Yep, looks like we're going to be going green with 5 to go, so it's going to be an important 5 laps.
Absolutely, this is going to be the most important 5 laps this week for these guys.
So we got a sail on the 00. And who do we have behind the 00?
The 96, that's Joe Mood.
Okay.
He'd
been up front before.
He's been up front. He's also been back behind too. He's unfortunate. Some of these guys have had rough nights, and to find yourself in that position after having a rough night the way you're having,
Front to the back. Yep.
It's a small little victory for yourself. So here we go. The leaders are coming down through the tri-oval. They're going to be approaching to restart zone. We will have 5 laps to go here. The closeout dual race number 2 tonight.
Who is going to be starting in the front line?
Green.
6 car is going to pull out. He's going to have a little bit of bumper ahead of the outside line, but it's not going to last for
No,
long.
where's the 00 working with the... Here he comes. Here he's coming to push the 14.
Ooh, season 2 champ looking start up on the front line. Let's see what he can do here.
These guys on this outside line, they really got to line up nose and
Yes,
tail.
you got to get together early.
Yeah, but these restarts, when it comes to the turn 1 and 2, it's hard to keep your car steady when you're getting up to speed. Once your car's up to speed, you can really hold it steady, but getting up to speed is difficult here.
14 is tucked in, back in like 5th spot. Oh! Edie just
14, speaking of, this goes around.
Yeah, he does.
Oh.
I think they were trying to help each other, but he came down at an inopportune time.
Well, we are under 5 laps to go, so cautions are off. So, it's not a game yellow.
Exactly.
Right.
The only thing you can hope for now is a game yellow, and we're going to be racing all the way here to the end. 6 car leads and going into turn 1, followed by Gaming Legend in 3, 48 in 3rd place, and the 88 in Hot Pursuit in 4th. Your leaders are going to come out of turn 2 into the backstretch at, they're probably going right now 215 miles an hour.
And we've got Zach in 3rd, followed by a Sale, right, in the 88.
Yeah, these are my favorite cars, too, the 2020 cars.
Car, Gaming Legend, Zach, Assail, and Dalton.
So these are the 2020 cars.
These are the 2020 cars. These are not the next-gen cars, yes.
Gen 6, baby.
We're currently on board the leader looking back at the field, and you can see a lot of dicing in that 5th spot.
They're trying to get up front.
It's just 3 to go. Oh!
3 laps remain.
Oh, man.
Playing the draft.
4 different cars got tagged. 2 cars are around.
Yeah. We have a 6 car breakaway here in the front.
And the game yellow comes out.
Oh, so we're going to have ourselves a green-white checker. And then you know how that goes. You can have more than one green-white checker start here, depending. These guys are getting really aggressive as we come to the end of this race.
So the 6, the 3, the 48 are still our top 3 cars, followed by the 88, the 00, and the 11. That will be our top 5. I know the 6 kind of fell back.
Yeah, these guys aren't going to pit. They're going to hold.
I'm sorry, top 6 cars.
Game. Ooh, there we go.
There we go.
Here we go. We're
Boogie boys.
There's no choosing in the game cautions, so leader gets slotted in. All the odd numbered positions go down low. 43.
And here we go. We are green flag. 6 car is going to pull out just slightly ahead of the 3 car. Looks like he's got. 3 car was trying to put himself down there behind the 6 car, but looks like he's able to be able to do it. 6 cars jumping back. Oh, he's just using that draft to his advantage. He is going to. Oh, these guys are dicing. These guys are dicing. They want to get up there. These guys want to try to use every.
Looks like a Assail got pushed out a little bit. 6 cars trying to let his car run and not hold it down. 48's pushing the 3. He's looking to get under.
Hold it steady.
The 00 is pushing the 48. Zach is getting a run. What can he do with it? He's going to put it all into the... Oh, the 00's... He backed out.
Trying to put him. He did. That was a gentlemanly thing.
48 got the run. 48 got the run under the 3. Door slam. Door to door side draft.
Oh, he got it. He's moving up
on the 6. Place. Car around. Saved it.
There's probably going to be a game caution. That has to be a game caution.
Game caution ended it. Sprint car up on the pole.
Yep, looks like 6 car driven by
48.
Sprint car will win our Duel 2, which will put him on the front row for next week's Daytona Season 3 Race 1. Good show here. You going to be able to get our winners into the booth with us, Daytona?
Messaging them right now.
Okay.
All right.
I'm actually going to jump in that chat right now.
Right.
And inform him.
So one of the nice things about using the Discord voice for voice comms is we're all on the same server. They're using a different channel for the race comms, and all they have to do is be able to hop over into our broadcast booth, and we'll be able to interview our winners and talk to the race admins, race directors about their plans for Season 3 and for next week's race.
I'll tell you what, being able to jump back and forth is so convenient. It's amazing just being able to be able to do that.
Who do we have join? What's up, Warrior?
Warrior.
Hey, buddy. Yep. Thanks for joining us in the booth.
Huh? I ain't seen you in a bit, man. How you been?
Good. Yeah, I've kind of hung up my NASCAR Heat 5 racing because I've got some conflicts with some hardware and my PlayStation. But thankful to be invited to help you guys out with some broadcasting duties. What a great 2 races tonight to set the field for your season 3 race 1.
It's definitely been the first race did have its up and downs. I'm glad that I'm starting at least top 5, because the tail end of the top 5, because that was we've had a bad fast car all day. I can't wait for the 500. Hopefully we can at least put this 51 Chevy in the front row for you.
As we wait for our dual winners to come over, I'm going to cycle through the Dual 1 and Dual 2 rosters. You can see that this was a big field tonight, split across 2 races, and if everybody makes it back for next week, it's looking like we might have a 30-plus car field.
Yeah, Daytona and I were doing. The Daytona was doing the math. It's going to be like a 32 car field for the Daytona 500, which is going to be very, very fun.
That's amazing. Yeah.
It's definitely going to be one of the more chaotic races that I've ever been a part of, but it's definitely gonna be fun.
Well, good. We'll be there with you at Daytona. Thanks for joining back. Who do we have with us?
He's having a problem joining. He said it's not letting him join.
Sprint car?
Yes.
He was in the channel, though, right?
Yeah, he was in the.
Which one is he?
He just got.
Is that Dad?
His mic is muted right now.
No, he's not in here.
Okay.
Hold on, where is he?
You can drag him. You can drag and drop him in the channel if you need to. I just don't know what his Discord handle is versus his racing handle.
It's his PlayStation name. Sprint car. Underscore.
Don't see him.
He's not in mine now.
Yep. All right.
Hold on. I'll get him in.
Well, 43, thank you for helping me out in the booth tonight, and I appreciate you giving a plug to our hopeful Season 3 5-race sponsor with Camping World between the breaks and Dual 1 there.
Oh, it was a pleasure. This was a blast. I'm looking forward to watching this go progress throughout the season. Looks like somebody left the Discord. I don't know who that was. I'm sorry, but yeah, no, this is gonna be fun. I gonna look forward to next week with the Daytona the Daytona 500 here. There's Sprint Car. Welcome, Sprint Car.
There he is.
Congratulations on your win.
Thank you.
Yeah, I will tell you, both races were really exciting. I know that you were out front quite a bit there, but it was definitely a lot of movement for the first half of the race. Daytona, if you don't mind, we'll hear from Sprint Car for the Dual 2 win, and then we'll hear from you for the Dual 1 win.
Go ahead.
What did it look like from your perspective, Sprint Car?
The first half, it was pretty. A lot of people just checking up and riding in line, saving gas.
Mm-hmm.
And then after the caution came out, threw all that out the window. It got pretty chaotic.
What was your strategy?
My strategy was I just wanted to get the full setup in. And then after that, it was just all about track position. I just wanted to get to the lead and then hold the bottom line.
So we noticed that you were holding the bottom line really, really good, but then you also let your car run out to the wall a little bit to kind of sniff any draft that there might have been a oncoming second line. Can you tell us what that strategy was about? Because several times it looked like you were opening up the bottom for especially the 3 car late in the race.
Yeah, that was definitely on purpose. Just whenever I would see him lag back a little bit, I would just move up so he couldn't get a big run on me. And then also it would hopefully start a second line to get up beside them and then kind of block everybody in,
Right. Yeah, that was a good strategy.
Where'd you start tonight?
I started last.
Yeah, it looks like I'm looking.
Yeah, buddy.
Yep, I'm looking
Well,
at the. Looks like you were the last, or at least in the last row, according to the Dual 2 lineup.
Yep, because I forgot to change my car number, so I had to back out and come back in.
I got you. All right. Good. Well, one hell of a run. You're new to Pedal to the Metal series?
Yeah, I've ran one race before, so I
Okay.
guess you could say new still.
Yeah, he came out for Pocono. We had 23 drivers, and he came out one position shy from picking up his win then. So
Okay.
it was nice to see him capitalize tonight and come out and pick up his first Pedal to the Metal win. It might be a duel, but it's still a big
That's
win
still
for you.
count, yeah.
Yep.
Win's a win.
It's still hard to get.
Yeah, winning's the main thing. So congratulations.
Well, you get a chance to see the front stretch from the front row at the green flag start next week. So congrats on that.
Yeah, it'd be nice because track position's pretty big. So
yeah. So Daytona, what did it look like for you? You weren't up front the whole race.
No, I was not. I didn't lead until I'd say 9 or 10 laps to go. I was in third behind John Waterforce and RJ. I sat behind them, and then I've dropped back a little bit, and I got to run because looking back to Talladega of last season, I had help from Out Front Racing and Four Wide Motorsports Intimidator. They both helped me at Talladega, and I saw that they were behind me for the final few laps, so I knew I had the help if I went for it. And I felt terrible because I tried to stick it out on the outside as long as I could, as long as I could possibly. And I'm like, I tried as hard as I could, and I'm like, well, I felt bad, but I had to jump on the opportunity. So
we were watching.
Drop down.
Yeah, we were watching you and Out Front working together, and we even said we know how much lap time or track time you guys have had in this series and another series. So it was no surprise when you guys went to the high line with Intimidator. And
I felt horrible that I had to leave him behind. I felt so terrible.
There's only moments you can make it, right? There's only moments that you can use to get to the front, and sometimes that window closes so quick. So good for you for seizing that moment, pulling down in front of that low line and holding on for the win. Can you just kind of make a mention on how it is being a driver, especially a driver in the top 5, and running to make a move like that for the win, but also being race director?
So the nerves, like it's tonight was my 37th career league win, and I've only been doing this for a little over a year now, and I didn't pick up my first one until about 8 months ago. So picking up a win, like, my nerves get through the roof when I'm going for a move like that, and
Right.
I didn't think I was going to stick it, and I felt like my heart was going faster than my car was.
Yep.
Sure. And you still had to call all of those manual cautions too, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's the thing about being the race director. Like, you don't want to see cautions. It hurts. Like, we've had so many hold on, how should I word? We've had so many races where we had caution free, like no incidents whatsoever, and then we go to tonight and we have a big sponsor looking out at us tonight, and it just didn't go as well as I had hoped and expected it to, given this is our 3rd season at it. Season 1 was a little bumpy at the start, but season 2 was, in my opinion, it was very successful. And as you can see, we have a big sponsor for season 3, and I just feel like tonight was not ideal for our first race that
I
think it was great. I don't think it was that bad. You got to give yourself a little more credit because credit's due here. The racing was great. You're going to have moments, especially at a super speedway like this, you're going to have moments where drivers is really going to be pushing the envelope as much as they can. And this is the kind of track where these kind of moments are going to happen more than your smaller track. So
historically, it was the same thing in NASCAR's duels too.
Absolutely, this is the product that this track brings.
When you're sitting outside the top 10, you start getting antsy about before you even get to midway. So.
Plus, not to mention the fact that when you're in the back of the pack, you are doing and you're trying to get up to the front, you're doing upwards of 10 mile an hour faster than the people in front of you. So you're trying to make sure that you don't hit into them.
Absolutely. Yep. And then it's unfortunate because that's the draft and the closing rates build so much higher in those back of the pack that it's just you're gonna have these moments happen.
So do you want to talk
So,
about? I'm sorry. Go ahead,
go
Daytona.
I will say, there was a lot of hard racing going on. It felt very nice at moments in that race, but then the amount of cautions kind of throw it off. But you guys are right. It is Daytona. It does happen there. But we look back to last season opener. We had 18 drivers, and we didn't have a caution at all.
Understood. I know I recognized a lot of the names in both of the duels tonight, but I also probably there's about 25 or 30% in each duel that I didn't recognize. So you've got some new drivers with you this year.
Right. It's going to take some time for
Yep.
everybody to get used to each other's driving style.
Absolutely.
And,
Yep.
it's
43 and I were talking
a work
about
in progress.
It's the super
But I
speedways
will-
and the super short tracks that are where you really need to be aware of the tendencies of other drivers, who's aggressive and who's conservative, and who you can work with and who you can race door to door with. So your drivers will figure it out. This was a good test, and it gave them some on track time in a super speedway environment before you drop the green flag on your season 3 at Daytona next Thursday night.
Yes, sir. I look forward to it, and I look forward to seeing you sprint car in the front. So I'd have to go through for the lap times to see
Understood.
who's got. You probably had the faster lap time than I did, but we'll go through and we'll look. But sprint car, regardless, I'll see you at the front line next week at Daytona.
Yep, we've got your schedule up, Daytona. It looks like you've got racing all the way into May,
Yes, sir.
and then that starts your playoffs, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, and it looks like the championship 4 are going to be going at it in July. It looks like July 10th.
Yes, sir. And I'm thankful that the servers are holding up for this opportunity to continue living strong. And I look forward to the sponsorship, and I can't thank them enough for giving us this opportunity. And I appreciate you guys for taking your time out of your day to help me out and promote Pedal to the Metal. And you guys do an amazing job. And if I wasn't a competitor, I would be up in the booth with you guys every week, because you guys kill it week in and week out.
Nope, we appreciate it.
Leading back to NASRAC as well.
Nope, I know Warrior
I
set
would
the
be up here as well, but I'm committing myself to the track this year.
get points racing. Nope, I get it. Yeah, Warrior set the bar high for you in previous seasons, so we're just here to try and carry the flag as far as we can. I'm looking forward to more communications with your potential sponsor at Camping World, so that we can use some of their media and clips and get them the appropriate coverage and visibility during your racing. I know we've got a couple other people here at Daytona. I didn't know if you wanted to give anybody else any airtime.
Chris, you ran the show for Duel 2. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
You ran the Duel 2, so kind of give us your perspective on how that race went.
As the race director of it, it was kind of like what Sprint Car said. I want to give a shout out to him for that win. I had a plan, but unfortunately we did not race it back to the line. We had an incident somewhere in the back that we'll have to review.
Hey, Chris, I'm sorry. Can you tell us what your driver handle is, your PlayStation handle?
Gaming Legend 41.
Yeah, buddy.
The 3-car.
The 3-car. Okay.
Okay.
That makes a lot of sense for our listeners that probably aren't putting 2 and 2 together. So that's Gaming Legend. Yeah, you were up front. We could tell you were up front for the probably last 10 or 15 laps.
You were up there for 80% of that race or more, I would think. So I mean, yeah, it's
Yeah, we kind of just cruised around. We have a different aspect, I guess, over things. Daytona would know what I mean. I kind of the aggressive driver, go to the front, make everybody catch me. But he recently kind of changed my strategy from stuff that's happened on the outside of racing. But as the race director, it went pretty smoothly early on. Like I said, first 20 laps were pretty much caution free, and then we had an incident, and kind of caution breeds cautions at Daytona and stuff like that.
absolutely.
But, yeah, it was a good overall race. I think we had 18 drivers show up out of the 20 that was in our duel. So it was a good fun racing. I'm proud of Sprint Car from starting last and ultimately making his way to the front and holding it on there. It would have been fun to see how it would have played out if we would have raced it to the end. But like I told Sprint Car after the race, I don't really care where I start at Daytona. It's all about where you're at the end. So
Exactly.
good job. Happy for him, and I can't wait to see and lead the other sponsored races by Camping World to see how everything shows up this season.
Yeah, buddy. Thanks, Game and Ledge. Appreciate it.
Appreciate you, buddy.
Yeah, thank you guys for everything that you're doing in the booth. Appreciate y'all supporting us and supporting Daytona. And like I said, ready to see what the season brings.
Yep. Daytona, you got anything else?
Fun this season.
Just one final thing, and I've already said, but I'm going to say it again. Sprint Car, I will see you on the front line at Daytona, my guy. Congratulations, and best of luck to you.
Yeah, if this drags out any longer, you guys are going to owe me overtime. So, no. Great racing. We look forward to being with you for at least 5 or 6 races this year, if not more. Please tell your drivers the stream will be wrapping up here soon. Please make sure they go hit the likes. Please make sure people that haven't subscribed yet subscribe. We saw 26 subscribers on your
What
YouTube.
are you on?
Oh, damn. I will.
I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Nope. I apologize. We need to work out something with Pedal to the Metal YouTube channel, and hopefully I'll be able to download this and upload it to your channel, and we'll get the likes over there. Okay?
All right, sounds good, buddy. I was because I was looking on the Pedal to the Metal because I sent the link to the sponsor.
Yeah, we tried to get you the link to mine in the Discord chat between 43, you and me, but sorry about that.
You're good. I sent him the link, and hopefully he's watching right now.
Okay. Yep, we had a little glitch. YouTube is now putting in some extra layers of security before you can start live streaming. I guess that's just the state of affairs in the world that we're in, but we'll check that box, and hopefully within 24 hours we'll be able to live stream and be able to broadcast on your channel, Pedal to the Metal channel, next week for your Race 1 Season 3. Thanks, everybody.
Good. Thank you. Have a good night, guys.
You too. Good night, guys.